everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working on the second of the big builds for my cottagecore flower festival island called Sycamore. This time around I'm working on a flower farm and a flower shop build, which I thought would be the perfect extension to my entrance and perfectly add in some more of the flower festival touches I want for this island. We made this build on stream and I loved how it turned out, so I thought I would share it in a video for you guys as well if you ever wanted to use it for inspiration or to help you out with your own builds. There is a villager house within this build and I believe this is Ursula's house at the moment, but she is going to be replaced in time as I look for some more cottagecore dreamies to take the villager houses on this island. And I will pick one of them who just feels like a natural fit to run this little flower farm and flower shop. I'm kind of thinking Gala would be a good fit for this given she has all of the flowers in her hair. But if you guys can think of another villager who would be perfect for this house, please do let me know in the comments below as I'm still in the process of gathering cute villagers for this island. This island is turning out to be a very natural and very pretty island, and it has some really simple, elegant decorations, which is perfect for this as it's going to be a forever-ish style island for me. For those who aren't aware, Sycamore is a former hard mode island, and whilst I'm not working on that as a challenge anymore, I miss the main elements of gameplay like collecting all of the fish and bugs, and I would like to play the game more organically again, so this island is going to be kept for a while to allow me to have some more things to do in Animal Crossing. The thing with playing Animal Crossing New Horizons that it seems like a lot of people forget is that there's not just one way to play the game. Once you complete Project K and KK Slider has performed, Tom Nook doesn't tell you what you have to do anymore. It's up to you to form ideas of how you want to play and decorate your island. For me and many other island designers, that means building out an island in a short space of time, absolutely loving the theme, and then resetting and moving on to the next island. Whilst I enjoy that process in building out an island completely, it can also be frustrating if you continue to play Animal Crossing in the same way over and over again, and mixing up how you play the game can make it more appealing for you. That's ultimately why I'm planning on decorating and keeping this island for now, because I want to have a space to just play and enjoy Animal Crossing. Many of us still remember what it was like when we first started playing the game and spending days, weeks and months just talking to our villagers, watering flowers, buying everything in Nooks to fill out the catalogue and completing the daily tasks to maintain a stunning island. Hard mode for many was a chance to rekindle a love of Animal Crossing by just playing the game again, and I think that was what made the challenge so successful to so many people. Personally, I wasn't so keen on the rigid rule set, so I didn't start taking part in the challenge until later, but I also modified the rules to fit my own style, and I did enjoy it, but I felt rather limited and wanted to play in more of a decorator's style. I always intended to come back and finish decorating this island, but make it into a functional space that I can still continue playing on, and I feel like I'm getting a pretty good balance on this island from what I've decorated so far. Where this build comes into this is that I wanted a space which could be perfectly decorated but also work as a flower breeding section. So the in-game dirt path that you see in these vertical lines I currently have filled in with yellow roses, white cosmos and orange hyacinths so that I can save it as a decorated island in the dream address, but they will be taken up so that I can use this space to breed flowers in my own time. I don't have to do that, but I would like to do it. And I do believe that everyone needs some core elements of gameplay that they just keep for themselves if you're designing an island that you're intending to keep for a while. It can help you with motivation to play the game if there are some parts of your game that you keep for yourself and just enjoy in your own way. I'm intending to do this for quite a few of the builds on this island. I'm thinking about keeping it functional for daily gameplay, but still having a beautifully decorated island. So if you would like to see more of this island and how it progresses, please do subscribe for more builds on this island which can inspire you to continue working on a functional island. Once I had the main flower farm and flower shop in, it was then time to add down the small details to just fill out the space. There's two reasons why I'm doing this. Mostly it's because I want the island to be decorated. It will save me a massive headache later if it is properly decorated, but also because I want to be able to prevent weeds spawning in some areas of this island, so adding in enough decorations to fill the space will just help me enjoy the island when I'm officially done with decorating it. So you can see me going around and adding the recycled paper bundle and then going back behind the covered counter that is acting as my flower shop to add in the flower display case and a baby bear on a stool to act as someone who will be selling the flowers in my flower shop. These small details also help convey the story on the dream address too, so I like adding them in just to add in some small extra touches when the main part of the build is down. It's always better to start decorating from just a few core elements and building up from there, as I find there is a lot more you can do with decorating when you know the rough layout of what you're trying to make. Then with the flower farm and flower shop builds, I still had this small section of land leading up to the build that I wanted to fill in to make it fit in with the rest of the island. I don't like seeing big undecorated spaces between builds. I find them really difficult to fill in later if I leave them. So after I'd built the flower farm, I thought it would be a good idea to just add in some small extra touches here to support the flower festival theme. There's one small build that I added down into this space that I've seen on a few other islands in dream addresses that I thought would be a nice little touch on this island, and that was a painting section. I had thought about including one somewhere on the island, but I didn't know where it would necessarily fit. But as I had this great big open space to play with, I thought it may work here to just fill in a few extra tiles. To make one, all you need to do is place down a custom code as a painting, and then you can add in a table, a painting set, and a chair, and you're basically done with a small painting build. I found this cute custom code flower bouquet as part of my custom code shop, and I really liked it, but I was struggling to see how I may use it on this island. But in this small build, I think it works out pretty well. From there, I just added in a few more details to finish off this build. I've used more flower rings and border paths around the trees to add in some cute details into the grass that also look great underneath items as well. Sometimes just adding custom codes underneath some items you're planning to decorate with can make all the difference in decorating, and it's one of the best tips I can give any new island designers. Play around with custom codes, use them in ways you may not be supposed to, and I promise you, you will find ways to make really interesting and pretty spaces if you play around with them. Simply adding this border path underneath the flower bed and around the tree just fills in the space and completes it, rather than having an item or a tree standing on its own. There's nothing wrong with decorating without custom codes, but if you want to make an island stand out, doing small things like this just makes people stop and enjoy your island. To then finish off this space, I added in a few final touches, including a triangular topiary on top of a flower ring and some more flowers to just make this island come to life. I am in love with how this theme is coming together, and I think this build is the perfect way to showcase a flower festival, but also give me a unique and pretty space that I can use to breed flowers in my own time when I'm ready to play the game properly again. If you want to see another build from this island, I would recommend watching this video next, where I put together the entrance for my cottagecore island, which acts as the mood build for what I want the rest of the island to look like. And I'll see you over there.